Hello you, and welcome to a new series of games entitled Games with Gold, spelt with a U in the title, in my vain attempts at comedy as I use prolific actor Elliot Gould, who has been in such films as California Split, or The Long Goodbye, or perhaps if it's more your thing, a cameo role in Friends as he plays Monica's and Ross's dad. Okay, so basically, I'll be using Elliot to to emote throughout the game, basically. So what is the series about, other than Elliot Gould emoting? Well, it's about the games with Gold that you get with Xbox One. Free games, as long as you subscribe to the Gold network, I suppose, or subscription, the Gold subscription. Basically, I'll be looking at the first 20 minutes of each game every month that you get for free. So basically, you can make your own mind up about whether it's something you'd really want or not. Let's face it, your hard drive space is precious, and you don't want to fill it up with any old crap.
This is a story of a man.
Okay, so as you've probably seen from the title of the video, or from the graphic on screen already, today we're looking at Dark Dreams Don't Die, or D4. Okay, so basically this is made by Swery, who made Deadly Premonition. So you can expect it to be very, very weird. What sort of game is it? Well, it's very much jumping on the Telltale's gravy train. You do get each of the episodes. I'm not entirely sure how many of them there are right now. This is entitled Season 1, so I think you get the entirety of Season 1 with this month's Gold. I also realise that this is coming kind of mid towards the end of January, this video, so it doesn't really give you much time to go and download this. I will be trying to get the Games with Gold videos up at the beginning of every month, so the two you're going to be seeing should be following in fairly quick succession. Okay, so let's get into the game now anyway. Yep, it looks as if you have to hold buttons, press buttons, and react very much like the Telltale series of games. Not quite sure what these things are on the ground. But yeah, it's an adventure game. It's a point-and-click adventure game. Oh, and grabby. Investigate the clues. Credits. What will credits do? Okay, she seems in a rather precarious situation here. Investigate the sign. And, yeah, achievements. Yay. Grab the credit medal. I already grabbed one. Push the sign. Okay, I very much get the impression that this was really made to work with the Kinect. There aren't that many on Xbox One, really. This was obviously used to promote it, although Xbox do seem to be giving up on the whole idea of Kinect now. I think they realise that people aren't really interested. Of course, at first, Xbox were actually saying you needed Kinect in order to play Xbox One, and have since decided, actually you don't, here, have a console without one, which I readily went out and bought. Okay, there's Daddy in the background. He's looking at me. Not quite sure why he keeps wanting me to push that boy. He's looking at me, he seems worried. Move closer to the owl. This screams bad idea to me. My god, this game is going rather crazy with the achievements. I so far haven't done anything and gained 2 achievements. Okay, the walking in the game seems rather tedious. Push the owl? Why would I want to push the owl? It's not very nice. So it's been a little light on the decision making so far. You just pushed him. What do you expect? Okay. And what a surprise. Didn't see this coming. Seeing as the dad was looking at her the whole time, he seems a tad irresponsible to let her just wander off into the middle of the lake like that. Use of music does seem very reminiscent of Deadly Premonition. Is that supposed to be bubblegum? Oh. It is supposed to be chewing gum, or bubblegum. Ow. I have to say, it's not a very good effect. Okay, it felt very unresponsive then. I couldn't really tell whether I was doing it or not. The hand was waving backwards and forwards, but...
I didn't see you again this time either.
Well, I wasn't expecting that accent. Not entirely sure what kind of accent it was supposed to be, really. So the guy lives in a dump, basically.
Little Peggy.
Okay. My scar aches. Old scar. It seems to be giving you a lot of useless information when you hold Y.
Former knock with the Boston PD. And now a detective who searches the past. My likes include 100% de agave tequila. My dislikes are mainly drugs and chewing gum.
Okay. So the guy's obviously a masochist.
Someone killed my wife. Since then, I've been using every second of my life to solve a case. Using a certain, very special power.
Okay, first task, get out of the bathroom. I'd rather have a look around the bathroom first. Oh, here we go.
It's been broken since that day.
Interacting with objects costs stamina. Okay, so you need to eat food to restore your stamina. This is going to make for a rather tedious game mechanic, I feel.
A gift is an expression of emotion. The person who sends it wants the feelings to be understood.
I'm still not nailing his accent.
Sometimes, however,
still can't make it out.
Those feelings remain in a slightly different form.
So who is Dominic Dean?
Mementos.
Okay, so from what I can tell, you pick up mementos that allow the character you're playing as, I didn't really catch his name, allows him to jump back into their past and see what they saw, I suppose, at a certain time. That's from what I can tell. So far, the game's been fairly incoherent. Right, I feel as if it's about time to leave the bathroom.
No results this time either.
So, doing tasks such as turning a doorknob puts you that much closer to needing something to eat. I suppose it sort of makes sense. Not necessarily on that degree. You would have thought taking steps would have worked up more of a hunger. Push. Will something drop out if I do? Well, I'm gaining credits for it anyway. Okay, use up more action points. Berry Berry. Nice original name there. Okay, there's my lounge. It's not the easiest navigation system, I have to say. But again, it's probably made for Kinect. So I'm guessing you only have so many uses of this special vision. So every time I turn a page, this is going to use up stamina, is it? Again, this system is.
When I came to, I was already.
I don't think Elliot Gould would be amused.
The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died. Look for D. Who
could it be,
D?
Daddy?
Those words keep spinning in my head.
Oh god, there goes more stamina. Or not.
At the time, with no compelling evidence, the case hit a dead end. I quit the BPD. However, under the right circumstances, I now have the capability to solve even a dead-end case.
So who is Dominic Bean?
I'll do everything in my power to find this D. I swear I will. And when I do, oh, Peggy.
I take it it's the little girl we
Amanda?
just saw the little cutscene of at the beginning, I suppose? Not entirely sure. Okay, she can wait at the door for a little while. I'm gonna eat. Or drink beer. So drinking beer seemed to boost my little powery, vision-y type thing. Right, I think I better answer the door. What the... Elliot Gould does not know what's going on right now. Okay.
Gotcha. You can't escape now. This is Amanda. She just suddenly started living.
Elliot Gould is very, very
She
confused.
sometimes goes out and gets food for us. And that's something of
But
a
it's
lifeline for
random.
me.
That makes it
I don't really
funny.
go outside. Just who she is, though, well, my memory holds no answers.
It seems a tad misogynistic that he basically keeps a woman as a pet.
Everything shipshape?
Help me, fatty.
Look at me. What do you think?
I knew the answer. Just wondering if you did.
Forrest Kaysen, a detective with the Boston Police Department, and my former partner. He still helps me out nowadays in my search for Dee. He's both a client and a source of information. He gets whatever I need.
Women are always trouble. Doesn't matter how old they get. Trouble.
Fighting with Diana again?
Like you wouldn't believe. Women, men don't stand a chance. Don't come and see me actually means get right over here. But then, leave me alone just means, well, leave me alone.
Oh, I hear
How
that, brother.
am I meant to make sense of that?
Christ.
Tell me,
Typical
David,
women talk.
Please.
You know you love it. You got the stomach for it.
That's
My
not
stomach's
exactly
stretched
the
out quite
point I was
enough.
trying to make.
Thanks. I was a fool to ask you.
Yes, you were.
And Diana's so stupid.
Once feared as the mighty grizzly, detective among detectives. Now he's more like a big teddy bear.
Is that something to do with the knee brace?
What's this?
So, tell me, David, have you heard the news about that airplane accident, huh?
Access Gate Airways Flight 117, struck by unexplained lightning? No one's talking about anything else right now.
We might be looking at the real deal. I've got the good stuff for you this time.
So what's happening? Oh, okay, David Young. Okay, that's his name. So, they're really setting this out like it was a TV program then. Introducing us to characters who we don't even know yet. So, much like how Deadly Premonition was very much... It took a lot of influence from Twin Peaks. This is still looking at... I don't really know what 80s detective drama this is really following, but it is following one. It's
Does that sound
the whole
possible to you?
intro sequence very much felt like that kind of...
Antonio Zapatero, otherwise known as
that kind
Brad.
of
He's a courier.
80s
Carries
detective
real
drama
blood.
that you had.
This one promised to provide evidence after being brought to Boston. Evidence that may well have led to the ID of the source of real blood. But then the lightning struck, and in the confusion, he vanished.
He escaped somehow?
No. When I say vanished, that's pretty much what I mean. Like something out of a magic act.
So,
Again, I don't
clue me
feel
in.
I should talk very
What
much
makes
over
this one
this,
the real
because
deal?
it's very, very story-driven.
The name of the boss he was going to give up? Apparently starts with the letter
Ah, foreshadowing.
This courier might have had evidence revealing the identity of D. So, interested
I
yet?
think so.
Let me ask you again. A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you?
Does anyone think that passenger looks a lot
No.
like Benicio del
It's
Toro too?
impossible. There's someone pulling the strings behind this mystery.
Right on the money, David. A third party most likely used the confusion to spirit the courier away. Lots of people want the evidence he was carrying out.
I'm sure there's probably lots of those little scenes that I've missed. Whole things where you press Y and things like that. I tend not to be as perceptive as most.
Interesting. The owner of that badge was involved in this incident. Well?
No doubt about it. This is a memento.
Great. It's yours then. Let's hope it's the last one you'll ever need.
I wonder what those credits are actually building towards. Maybe it's just a way of keeping score. New character outfits. I don't really care for changing clothes. I'm probably using up way too much of my food so early on. Right, the bathroom was back down this way, I believe. I mean, the graphics do appeal. They are pretty enough. Is this the bathroom? It's a bathroom. It's not the one I was in earlier, though.
I was lucky to survive. Ironically, though, I've got a best piece of evidence still lodged in my head.
Well, I know there's credits down there. Not that I could see it. I suppose from here you have to... There we go. It's a rather awkward system, really. Again, very much built for Kinect. I don't know whether you're going to get that much enjoyment out of this game if you haven't got Kinect. It may be a completely different experience with it. But the controller really doesn't offer very much. Saying that, even with Kinect, I can only imagine it's going to be a lot of very, very basic kind of wave your hand this way, wave your hand that way, that kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be a particularly big deal. Anyway, I feel as if this prologue is starting to wrap up now. So, what would Elliot Gould think of this game?
Teddy.
Well, personally, I think he'd be mildly amused with this game. I mean, it's okay. If you've got nothing else to play at the moment, it's free. It's not painstakingly boring. It's interesting, at least. But then again, at the same time, you've got Telltale's games now. They're pushing out games faster than a bearded man going into a primary school and offering the kids sweets. Yeah, I don't see why you'd choose this over one of those. But if you have played all the Telltale's games half to death and you want something else, this may be worth a try.
Don't give me that.
It may be even worth downloading it now and saving it for later. That way you know you can go back to it at some point. Really, that's it for this one. I'll be getting the second Gaming for Gold in January up very, very, very soon. Because I have to, really. Because January is running out. So, yeah. I shall leave the closing moments of this. And I shall see you soon.
Little Peggy. Time has been frozen for me since that day. Will I see you this time?